Chương trình này được bảo trợ bởi
Family Joy, tổ ấm y tế của mọi gia đình, 714 898 0765.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the OC Health and Education Show on Little Saigon TV. I'm your host, Julie Yip. Before the commercial break, we had a chance to talk to Sean, Rob, and Michelle. At this point, we are introducing our new friend, Joseph Azizi, to the show, and he is part of BH2, an organizer for the event that's coming up on April 17th, this Saturday. Thank you so much, Joseph, for coming on to the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself and why are you here today?
Well, thank you, Julie, for having me on, and Little Saigon TV for also having me on today. I'm the founder of the BH2 Charity Foundation. We are a nonprofit 501c3. We basically just host charitable automotive events in the community.
That's amazing.
There's, so much you can do. You can never not give enough. So.
Well, thank you so much for being on this show. I know, earlier you were able to watch us having fun on the stage here. And, we want to know more about the organizational aspect of it, So can you tell us a little about the event that's coming up this Saturday?
Sure. So this Saturday, we are hosting an event with Hate is a Virus. So far, we've raised about $18,000. We are doing a drive from Porsche of Santa Clarita down to Anaheim. We'll be going to Anaheim Garden Walk for a big car show there. We have a ton of vendor booths, a ton of people coming. It's going to be a fun time.
Well, thank you so much for doing that.
Of course.
Now, Rob, I hear you're doing another event on May. Is it May 1st or May 2nd?
May 1st,
May
Saturday.
1st. Okay.
Mine's a little bit simpler. It's our events. Quick Strike's always just drive from point A to point B. For this one, the cause behind it is more than the drive. So I asked Sean, as well as David Lee, and another good friend of ours is Dana Wu. Mm-hmm. We're all coming together for this thing, and just to help bring awareness. On Saturday, May 1st, we'll start in LA, and we'll drive. As right now, we're coming out to Orange County to an undisclosed location, and which we'll announce as we get closer to the event or whatnot.
Okay.
But we're really excited, and I'm definitely going to try to make it out to you guys this weekend as well to support.
Likewise.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I'm so glad that we have multiple events to help the community. Thưa quý vị, hôm nay Julie có muốn chia sẻ với quý vị đó là hai cái chương trình gây quỹ. Một chương trình gây quỹ là ngày 17 tháng 4, and then cái chương trình thứ hai đó là ngày 1 tháng 5. Đó là của anh Rob Wang. Now, both of you guys are talking about using the car platforms and the motor industry to do good for the community. I know today we have Sean here. Now, Sean, we're inviting all of these car enthusiasts to the event.
Yeah.
Do you have to have a nice sports car? Who can join this event?
So people always mistake that. You join a certain group, you gotta have a sports car, have a fancy car. But doing good is never about a car. Car simply is media that actually bring us together. And like let's say you go play around a golf, you don't really care what kind of golf club that guy's carry or whether or not what kind of shoes he's wearing. It's about whether or not the person can play golf. So the agenda of this event is to unite all the Asians together to bring awareness about not just hate against Asians. It's about hate. If this event we can host together, and if we can wipe out the word hate from our dictionary, and so be it. That would be the best thing, right? But of course, that's what we can only hope for that. But that's what we're trying to do, trying to accomplish.
Well, thank you so much for reminding us of such an important message. Most of the time when we talk about a car show or a car meet, we all have an idea of, do I have a sports car? Can I go join this event? But what Sean is saying today is that it doesn't matter what kind of car that you have.
Yep.
If you have the heart to give and to help others and to help deliver this beautiful message about eliminating hate from our vocabulary, I think that's a very important thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I know that these events are so important to you. And is it something that's very easy to host, or how much effort does it take, Sean?
Oh boy, it's not easy to host. They made it look like easy, but it's not. When you're able to coordinate down, I mean, we do a larger scale event, like 8,000 to 10,000 people every year.
Wow.
It's having the volunteers, directing the traffic, working on the permits with the city, fire marshals, even trash cans, and collecting the trash cans, and porta potties. And it's never easy to put on an event, but people done it for a long time, just made it look easy. So I respect to anybody who's putting on the event, especially putting on the event for the purpose of charity and trying to create a right purpose behind the event. Instead of just going to a car show or car events, people start doing stupid stuff. Then you go home, or somebody else gets a ticket, or somebody crash into a tree and stuff like that. This is actually definitely an event that actually has a lot of good purpose and a lot of good karma built into it. So I encourage everybody to come out and hang out and have fun.
Okay, perfect. Thưa quý vị, nếu quý vị có thời gian thì tham dự cái chương trình này rất là quan trọng. Trên mạng chúng tôi sẽ chia sẻ có trình bày về hai cái flyer, một cái flyer cho cái event là trong ngày 17 tháng 4 với một cái theme đó là ngày 1 tháng 5. Cái chương trình đây là rất là quan trọng cho chúng tôi. Thì chúng tôi sẽ nhắc nhở quý vị làm sao mình đồng kết nhau với làm việc chung. Rob, I know that Sean said it's not an easy thing to do this. How do you make it look so easy when you host these events?
I didn't know that I made it look easy. To be honest, again, I need help. Especially for this thing, and so I think something that I've learned through the years is that you got to reach out and ask for help. With this event here, it was a no-brainer for me to reach out to Sean, to my friend Daniel, to David Lee, and just through posting even just a date, the amount of support that I've received through social media, through just people reaching out it's been incredible, and we haven't even really announced any details yet, and again, it's definitely not easy. And it's just, as you go, you just learn how to do it better and learn from every event, But I do want to add one thing to what Sean said, is that our drives are never about what kind of car you have. Anyone that is a car enthusiast, regardless of what kind of car you drive, are welcome to our events. We don't charge for anything. It's really just to bring people together. It's, as you mentioned earlier, cars, pets, food. I mean, these things all bring us together. And for this, the cause is the most important thing for me, and for that reason alone is like, I just really want to try to do what I can and what we can, together. It's in numbers, right? Bring awareness to this thing. So I'm hoping that some good comes of it, and everyone's welcome to come, regardless of what kind of car it is.
Well, thank you so much for both of you guys for making sure that everybody feels invited and feel included. And that's what our message is for the show today, is that we are in it together and we got to come together for such a good cause. Now, Joseph, tell us about your event as far as the organization aspect of it and what that looks like.
They kind of covered everything, always asking for help. I have my partner. He couldn't be here today. His name is Shota. Without him, I simply wouldn't be where I am at today because of all the help that, he's given to me and helped with BH2. The organization, it's never anything easy. They make it look extremely easy. I've looked up to Sean, starting up my own charity events. He's, a huge influence for me. So being here next to him is, crazy enough. But, always, reaching out to others for help and, always, raising the bar of one event after another. So.
One thing I'm learning today is in order to be successful, is willing to ask each other for help and to come together. So thank you so much for always reminding us that important message. Thưa quý vị, hôm nay chúng tôi có thời gian nói chuyện với Sean Lee của Purist Group, Rob Wang của Platinum Motorsport, với anh Joseph Azizi của BH2. Trong chương trình hôm nay chúng tôi sẽ tiếp tục nói thêm về cái chi tiết về cái chương trình gần tới đây. I know that's so important for us to remind people the details of the event. So after the commercial break, we're going to have a lot more opportunity to talk about the details of it. But before we go into a commercial break briefly, if there's one message you would like to send to the community about, stop Asian hate or bringing people together, what would that be for you, Joseph?
There's two types of people in this world. There's people that sit on the sideline and there's people that play on the court. Don't be the person that sits on the sideline, play on the court and take your action. Thank you so much. Rob, do you have anything insightful for us?
Wow, I'm going to say what he said. That was well said. And whatever Sean's about to say, I 100%.
So he's going to yield the floor to you, Sean.
Yes.
Well, synergy is very important. And today, on this table right now, we have 4 people from different backgrounds and want to create for we just want one general purpose, to decrease the amount of the hatred towards each other as a human being. And again, today is very important. And simultaneously, many of these gatherings are happening among the community. And I want people out there to be able to see it and look at the synergies of people from different race, different background, trying to make it better for the community. And please feel it and keep it, as it's very powerful.
Well, thank you so much again. We're going to continue this conversation after the commercial break. Today we have an opportunity to remind each other that there's so much power and strength in coming together. So I think this is an opportunity for all of us to come together, come united, and show everybody the strength of the Asian community and our contributions to this nation. Cảm ơn quý vị đã theo dõi chương trình Kiến thức Y khoa gia đình và xã hội.